are, episode 9.
Trust the system.
Trust the System podcast. I'm Phil.
I'm Seamus.
I'm Sparno.
And huge week last
Fireworks.
week. Fireworks galore.
Wow, look at those fireworks.
We might have the fireworks coming up the whole friggin' episode this one.
Yeah, what
That
a
was a
week.
huge week.
All round?
Listen,
All around.
we told you we had a couple rough weeks. We said they were going to be rough weeks. We said looking forward, this is going to be some good weeks coming. We're right. We're always right.
Yeah.
We told you when it's rough. We told you when it's good. All
And
right?
also, I not that I'm on Instagram that much, but I wrote a comment under one of Phil's picks because we said a few weeks back that me and Phil went through like a 6-week stretch last year where we couldn't miss. I'm
Yeah.
like, I got that feeling that we're about to go on that run.
Yeah,
I
like
think this week's going to be another huge
I
week and
feel
it
it.
could just friggin' stretch.
And we're already up huge from Monday.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to give you that Monday parlay and a hit. Boom.
And last year it was like October, November time.
Yeah, it was
literally-
this time. I
literally
said
the
it.
same time.
Yeah, it was around this time because I remember going to the Tampa Bay Bucks game November 22nd. And I was up huge. So it's around now. This is the time we start dominating, and it is true.
We're even getting
So-
Sparno onto a winning record. So
3-0.
Sparno's crushing it. We're all
3-0 is
Sparno's crushing it. Everyone's crushing it. All right. So last week, let's go over real quick. So we were 6-3 with picks. You couldn't miss no matter what you did last week. If you took all the picks, if you took just the picks in the show, no matter what you did,
Yeah, we had a
you
good-
won. So 6-3 with the picks on the show, 18-12 picks off the show. We were 14-10 college football, 10-5 NFL. We went 7-0 with playoff baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we said baseball's not system, but honestly, the playoffs seem pretty system so far.
Playoff baseball might be system.
I've never done it before, but we're doing it now, and it looks good. So we'll keep it up.
'Cause you can pick your spots. You know what I mean? It's not like you're betting every single baseball
Yeah.
game during the season.
And it's not
so
many games.
Exactly.
It's just a few games.
Yes.
It's 1 or 2 games a day at most.
That might be the system there.
Yeah, man. Got to add it to our repertoire, I
Yep.
guess, or keep it going.
So we went 1-0 with the sprinkles. So the sprinkles 6-1 now. We'll talk about our own records later. We hit a parlay last week, and we hit a parlay on Monday. So we're up huge.
Man,
Fade the Sparno went 2-1 too. So if you did
I
that,
got my first win. On
yeah, you got your first win, which was our first loss. But
Yeah.
So you didn't actually go 0-10.
Yeah, I'm 1-11.
so if you did what we said last week, if you took the show picks and fade the Sparno, you were 8-4. And if you did like the what do we say, the fucking round robins?
Yeah,
you
you
probably do
definitely won a
good,
little
right?
bit. Yeah,
you do
definitely.
good then.
Because I think the same. That's what EJ done. I think it's literally the same thing EJ done the week before. So he said he won like $2,000, or he was
Yeah.
up, like he tripled his money basically. So I think that would have been around whatever you put on.
Whatever you
would've
did
tripled
was
it.
good. And if you took all of our picks, you really crushed it, man. We went 31-15 if you include baseball. That's
That's sick.
something else. So
Another week of the same. I
stick
think.
with us. Look, we had 2 good weeks, week 2 and 3, and then we kind of went stale for a bit, but we haven't had a losing week yet.
Yeah, Steel is just nothing weeks. Didn't win,
Yeah.
didn't lose.
So week 4 through 7, you could have probably won a little or lost a little, depending on how you bet. I'm not sure. And then if you stuck with us and you stayed with us for this week, and I know some of you did, I get a lot of messages. Now you're crushing it, and you're up huge, and we're gonna stay up huge. All right.
Yep.
So you want to recap the games then?
Before we recap,
Uh-oh.
the reason we did this podcast is because we know we're good. I told you this already. We all went through. Shane laughing at me.
I'm laughing, Bellino.
We know we're good. Look, we started this podcast because we wanted to show the world that we're good, not just for us. It had to get out there. And honestly, for me, you know, I own a restaurant. Yeah, I have a couple other businesses. I honestly scrape by through the year. I scrape by. Where I make all my money is football season. For the last 5 years, I bet hard, I bet big, and I go nuts. And I know I'm good. And this is like I scrape by, and then football gives me my vacations and anything else I got to do with my life. And thank football, thank
Yeah.
the system, thank the system gods.
Thank you, system.
I almost didn't bet this year because I really didn't have any money. Luckily, yes, we started off hot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was actually yelling at Seamus one day in Sparno. I was like, I take this shit real serious because this is all I got money-wise. If I lose, if I have a couple bad weeks in a row, I'm out. But
We knew we weren't going to have bad weeks. Not
Yeah.
just like, I mean, if you really listen to those words, it's pretty nuts that he's saying he owns a business, which a lot of people, that's like what their dream is, to have their own business.
Yeah.
He's telling you that it's actually, this system is where
better
he
than
makes
a
money,
business.
not his
Yeah.
fucking business.
Yeah, this
Like
is-
how nuts is that?
yeah, so I like, look, this is serious for me. Like, this is my life. So
It's hard.
This
to
is like a business in its way, too.
This is my business.
This business.
This is my best
Wow.
business.
the system business.
That's it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I just want to let you guys know that I take this very seriously, and we're gonna keep winning. All right.
All right.
Let's recap the week.
Wait there. Do you want to? Usually we go Sparno first, but maybe he should be last. After we could happen, I'll go.
You're first, my friend.
Yeah,
the new
first.
Sparno.
Yeah, I'm first. He did say it last.
You might,
week.
you might need that bag. I don't know, Seamus.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this
go-
thing's killing you back
I'm
there.
gonna go- yeah, no, he's.
He's calling
Fucking burn the
he's
fucking
calling
ultra
your
rise.
name.
Nah, there's a reason he's not coming on. I'll say it pretty much right now. So the first pick last week I had was it was Minnesota against Illinois. Sorry, just regular Illinois. So Minnesota were -6.5 point favorites against the 24 ranked Illinois. So look, we're doing this pick early in the week. We have an old saying between us. It's always like a broken Sparno clock is right 2 times a day.
Wow.
In reverse, the system can be sometimes wrong. And what I mean
Yes.
by that is, on Friday, by the time this show came out, something happened. I think earlier in the week, maybe they were thinking a quarterback wasn't going to go out. So the system went in reverse, as in Minnesota were -6.5.
Yes.
By the time the show came out, Minnesota were now only -4.5.
This is very important, folks.
It is important.
Listen
So
to
we
this.
need you to listen to this because, so me and Phil, again on Saturday morning, we always have a 3-way system call.
Yeah.
Which again is just me and Phil talking to each other. we didn't even put Sparta in the call.
I'm still sleeping.
But we're talking to each other, and I'm like, Minnesota's not system anymore.
Yeah.
And we're like, the bad thing about the show is I feel tied to the pick. So we're like,
Yeah.
going back and forward, what should I do? We knew it wasn't system, but we just had to stick because the fucking video was there of me saying it.
Yeah, we stuck
and
to
we
it.
wanted to see what
Meanwhile,
happened.
we canceled the Syracuse.
I know.
bet.
But that was later on we realized. But so for now on, I think what I'm going to do is, if that happens, it happens very rarely. That's the first time it ever happened in 8 weeks. If it moves in reverse, that'd be something for you to look at.
Yes.
So if I've got a big favorite and they're -7, and now when the show comes out it's down to like -4, we'll say stop.
Yeah.
Like something's up that's not right. And I might put like a backup pick. So I had the Colts on Sunday. So if you went to Brazen Fox on Sunday, Chris Gizza, I know you're watching. He followed me the Colts. So Colts would have been my replacement pick. So technically, I would have went 2-1.
Oh, come on.
Well, yeah.
I'm telling you, no, I had a great week.
Okay.
I'm just giving
Yeah,
it to you
I
straight. That
understand. I
if this
get it.
happens again, I'm
Maybe
gonna
we could
like
do a
go-
replacement pick.
I have to. Yeah, you have to, man.
We can do that.
because I'm not. I don't want. I didn't want that. Pick,
I like the
but
replacement pick.
The replacement
that's
pick's
That's a
good.
good idea.
And
Yeah, we should do it.
it's a very rare occasion because it's the first time we've done it in 8 weeks. So
Like,
it might probably won't happen again. but-
Before we started doing this show, I was saying, like, we all agreed it's hard to do the picks on Wednesday because things might change, line movement, stuff like that. So that's what happened with Minnesota. And sometimes we might cancel the pick. I know you might bet it early because you've seen this thing on Friday. But if something like that happens, if we say to cancel it, all you got to do is either cancel your bet on FanDuel or bet the same amount the other way. And it kind of cancels it.
yeah, I
mean-
mean, you're buying out, I guess. In a
Yeah,
way.
you could
like,
buy
you're
out,
gonna
bet
look-
the other team.
Yeah, or bet double the other way if you're going to bet the other team.
I mean, if you want to bet the other team, I would just not bet it.
Yeah, but the only way you kind of get really dicked in that is when it's a big favorite getting smaller. If
And then you can't bet the other
if I
way.
put out Minnesota +7 and they went to fucking +9, you're kind of winning, getting more points. But
Yeah. I know.
As I said, it happens very rarely, and I'm now got to a point where I'm not, like I said, I felt married to my pick because it's on the show, so I didn't want to cancel Minnesota.
Yeah.
But now after it happened, I'm just gonna we'll have a replacement pick.
I mean, we're always gonna be on the Twitter, so just if
Yeah.
we'll say it up there. We'll say that we're canceling or
As I
whatever.
said, Chris Gizza can back it up. Chris Gizza's got a great system, by the way. His woman pays for all his drinks. He comes and gets the picks off me and you.
He feeds my picks.
He hasn't lost.
He's
He
been
hasn't
crushing
lost
it.
his life, yeah. So anyway, that pick went me 0-1. So then I went to the second college game was NIU against EMU. So NIU were 3.5 point dogs. The line just didn't make no sense. EMU were like 5-1. NIU hadn't won a game since their first game. And that's when I'd said their quarterback got knocked out. So they've
Yeah.
had a redshirt freshman for the last 4 games. He's been losing by like 20 points. So this line, 3.5, it just smelled fishy. And finally, he obviously showed up. He won 39-10. Let me tell you how system this line is. This should tell you how system this is. So before on Saturday, I met the system killer Vinny. So we went for a tasty treat. Gentleman's drink. Nice vodka martini.
Okay,
So like,
beautiful.
yeah, you know Vinny, if you crack a Bud Light, he gets drunk
Yeah,
instantly.
he was drunk all
Just
day
by
from
smelling
that.
it.
Smelling it, he
We
gets
saw
drunk.
Vinny like 12 o'clock that night. He was shit-faced. Still,
yeah.
from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever
Yes.
time it was.
What do you
And
have, half a gentleman drink?
I think you know what? I might give him daps. I think he had 3. He was going nuts. And I think that's what is. We have the other side. I'm just pulling out sayings out of my ass today, but it's like you can lead a Vinny to water, but you can't make him drink. If you a Vinny horse, if you give him a couple of gentleman drinks, he's ready. So he's like, "What do you have today?" Vinny, when he's drinking, he gets a little emotional too. So he really loves the system.
Yeah.
Says, "Look, go NIU." So he lumped it pretty hard. I think he sent the screenshot. So next minute it's like 5 o'clock and I'm working behind the Brazen Fox. Next minute, like I feel someone on my leg and I look down. It's like Vinny's like riding me like a little doggy. I'm like, bro, have some respect. You're the owner of Archie Grand. Like, at least buy me dinner first. And he won 4 figures on that bet. And man, if Vinny's winning on a system bet, you know it's system.
And guess what? He donated $1. Thank you. Appreciate
He
it.
might donate more. You never know.
At least $2 next time, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
So that got me 1-1. And then finally, NFL, I had the Dolphins against the Vikings.
Man, I love that one.
I know. And it was kind of looking good. So the guy, Skylar Thompson, that was a rookie playing for the Dolphins. He started off pretty well. He was running a nice spiral, looking pretty good. Next minute, he gets knocked out of the game.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. Is there not a fucking offensive line in friggin' Miami?
The
The last 4 weeks, quarterback's pretty much... Yeah. Literally in the last 4 games. You know what? The Dolphins, I think I'm going to put in the system killer board. You can't protect their fucking quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm not betting on them again.
Eli Manning used to buy the offensive line Rolex watches every year. I think the offensive line should buy the Dolphins quarterback watches this year.
Buy them someone. Anything. Bigger helmet for all the concussions they're getting. Fuck me. But yeah, that it wasn't even close then. Even though Teddy Bridgewater came in, so technically, they technically upgraded in quarterback. But we always know whenever the quarterback goes out, we don't like it.
Yeah, it changes the game.
So they lost by 8 points. The line was 3.5. They had a chance towards the end, but I counted as a loss. I knew they were losing as soon as I saw it go out. So unfortunately, I went 1-2. That's all I got to say about that.
Ugh.
Yeah,
That's all right though, because I went 2-1, and. Let's see. I'll go with my Arkansas. I had Arkansas -1.5 against BYU. BYU was ranked at the time. Arkansas was not. Arkansas was on the road. They were favored by 1.5. System.
That was great.
And we had the over in that game, and it wound up being 52-35, Arkansas. So we won both on that. Huge. That was a really nice game for us.
Biggest score Arkansas had all year.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. 52-35. Holy shit. So we had that. That was an easy one. The next game, heartbreaker. FSU +3.5 against Clemson. They were ranked 7. Clemson was undefeated. This spread looks so system.
So fishy.
What happened was I was watching this game. It was 14 up, close to halftime. Clemson drove up the field, scored a field goal, went to 17-14. There was like a minute left. FSU got the ball. They fumbled. Clemson got it and scored a touchdown right before halftime with a minute left. They fucked up.
Damn.
If that didn't happen, FSU covers that game. And then right after halftime, Clemson came out and scored like 2 touchdowns in a row. FSU was down huge and actually only lost by 6.
The fact that they came back so close.
34-28. I thought that was dead to rights, but they actually came back.
That second half, the end of the second half to start the third quarter, those like literally was 3 touchdowns. If one of those things didn't happen, like you said, that was it.
It was a 3 touchdown thing in like 2 minutes, and that was fucked up. But you know what? Shit happens. System can't win every game. We can show you that we win most games, but we can't win every game. All right. And then Monday night, as usual, the Master Monday night.
Undefeated.
We haven't lost a Monday night
every
game
Monday.
yet.
Every Monday.
Won. We won
Each week
on the show. On the show.
Yeah. And we do it off. Wait, did you put up the? We had the under on Monday, was it?
Yes, we had the under.
Did you put it up? Or no?
I put it up.
Oh, okay. Fair.
So look, we had the Broncos and the under on Monday night, and I put out the Phil special parlay for the Monday night thing, which I'm going to do every week from now on. We hit the parlay, we hit the Broncos, we hit the under. We were at Bones' birthday at Brazen Fox.
Oh, wow.
Where were you?
Connor Skeff.
Where were you?
Connor Skeff's his favorite whole thing.
Catman came. EJ was there.
EJ King.
Bones was there. Angelo was
came up.
there. The
was
whole
a-
podcast was there. You guys missed out. It was a great night. We had a good time, and we killed it, crushed it, up huge on Monday.
Yeah. So Connor Skeff actually has a chance of going on the system killer list, unless there is a bill for Bones' birthday sitting in the Brazen Fox.
Yeah, no one
get
paid
your,
it.
get your ass up there and pay it.
That's true. Me and Sparno paid, so it's
Yes.
maybe donation, Connor.
Yeah. He actually, he sent me a screenshot. He actually had a big Sunday. He hit all the
And he
full.
doesn't
Because
donate-
we
does he
haven't
donate
lost a
$1?
game since like 4 o'clock on Sunday. You
When was the
understand,
last?
right?
I don't remember. What is it like to lose a bet?
I don't remember.
Does anyone know?
Do you don't remember?
I don't remember the last bet I lost.
I can't remember the last time we lost a bet.
No.
Might be a while. Who knows? Doesn't matter. We got quick memories here.
Yeah.
3
Selected
goldfish.
All right, Sparno,
Yeah,
Mr.
3
3 and
goldfish.
0.
3-0.
Fireworks.
Please.
Sparno.
Very, very excited about
First
this
3-0
one.
day ever?
Yes.
What's that, week 9, week 8?
That's all right. All right. The first one I had was Syracuse -3 versus NC State. They won 24-9. Phil Special. 18 ranked team versus a 15 ranked team. We knew that was fishy right
Yeah.
there. How is a team higher ranked favorite versus another team?
That's why it's
Exactly.
still special.
Doesn't
Very
make
special.
sense.
That's what it's called.
They
know.
That was an
Yeah.
easy win. The same thing again. Oklahoma, not ranked at all, playing Kansas 19, and they won 52-42. And they were -9.5. I was always sweating that one. That was close.
Man, they were up by 17 with like a
I
second
know,
left. and Kansas came
no,
and
they
scored.
weren't, man.
What happened?
Before that, this whole game was close.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And then they blew them out a little bit,
yeah,
and whatever.
yeah.
But it was
It
close.
was a good game.
It was a good game. And then the last one, my favorite, was the Eagles -6.
That was a nice
Oh,
one.
yeah.
We had a nice
Sunday
Sunday
Night
football.
Lights.
And we had the over, if you took it.
Yeah.
Again, we said this last week. Everyone's blowing Cooper Rush, scumbag.
You were at one stage, were you?
Yeah, he sucks though. So everyone was on Cowboys division games, being a close game. Eagles won that game very easy. They won by 9, but they're up the whole game. So that was very easy week for me. 3-0, done. Close me out.
Yeah, man.
Sparno, if Sparno goes 3-0, we're having a monster week.
Yes,
You know that.
Yeah, I feel like I let the team down if I had maybe turned one of those. As I said, you switched the
If
Colts
you
in.
had the replacement,
Yeah.
the replacement.
Had the
Listen,
replacement.
we're 6-3.
Yeah.
What are you
We're
gonna
still-
do?
we're working
70%.
on it.
6-3 is still good.
Look, we're 40-20 with picks on the show for the year. 40-20, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what's that? 66%.
Is that
I said
including the fade the
70%.
Sparno?
That's
No, that's just the picks on the show.
Wow. The fade the Sparno.
if you include the fade the Sparno,
that puts it over the 70%. What I said.
that'd be 51 and
51-21.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's probably 76% right off the top of my head.
And that's monster. So look, listen, if you trusted the system, if you're watching the show and you trusted the system all the way, you're not losing. And you're not going to lose.
You're winning big.
You're winning huge.
Yeah.
You went from, look, we changed your life. You went from being a loser gambler like we used to be. And we'll actually go into that with our guest coming on
Yeah,
the
'cause
show.
he's seen
Oh,
us.
yeah.
He's seen us at our lowest.
He's seen, what was that,
And
8
now
years
we're
ago?
winners. And we're showing you. All right? So listen, before Vegas kills us, let's keep it going.
Yeah, maybe we should actually ask our guest, like, is there rumbles around Vegas? He goes to Vegas a lot. Has he heard anything on the streets about the system?
It's like the system guys in New York.
Spano, why don't you introduce our guest?
Is he here to
so
kill us?
You know him the best.
Friend Anthony Bellino. I used to live with him for a year. A great guy. I know him through the poker world. He's a big
yeah?
gambler and a good friend of us.
Big
So
winner. Maybe
and
the biggest winner we knew back
Yeah,
then.
he actually won the biggest person I know.
Oh,
He's
really?
actually one of the biggest winners we know, and that's why we're bringing him on this week,
Yes.
because we're the biggest winners of the week.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
All right?
That's
So
it.
let's get
him on.
Let's get Bellino on, yep.
All right, we got Anthony Bellino on the show. We call him Bellino.
Yep.
How's it
What's going
going?
on, bro?
Great to be here. Thank you
Yes.
for inviting me. It's fucking frightening that someone put a microphone in front of my fucking face.
We,
So that's nice.
Yeah, he actually asked me once to be. I asked the podcast Instagram to be on. He's like, "Why am I not on the show yet?" And I was like, "Shit, we should
Yeah,
get
I
Bellino
mean,
on
well,
the show."
this is about gambling, and other than squatting, deadlifting, I don't know, fucking anything else other than gambling. So, I mean, I deserve to be here.
Yes.
So he's the perfect guy to come on during this great week we had.
Yeah, the greatest gambler we knew back in, because Bellino knew us from, you used to live together.
Almost,
Sparno.
almost a decade. I know you
Yeah.
guys.
And he was, like, we kind of looked up to him in a way because we were fucking 3 losers back then.
Yeah, we sucked.
He thought
he
we
was
he
good.
thought we were the biggest losers. We sit in the apartment.
It was, I wouldn't say the biggest, but you were up there.
You definitely know some bigger losers than us.
But it is very nice to see all you guys doing good now, and it's
system.
impressive, man. The system's no fucking joke.
All right,
That's
thank you,
good
man.
stuff.
Appreciate it. So smart. I'll go into how you met him.
Yeah.
So I met him playing cards. Me and this guy used to play cards all around Westchester, all these degenerate games, and became friends after that. And then Jay, our other friend, he's a good friend of mine. He was like, "Oh, I need a roommate." So then him and I moved in with Jay in New Rochelle.
Yep.
And it became a little closer after that.
Greatest
and
apartment in
The
history.
apartment was great.
That apartment
Yeah,
was
it
awesome.
wa- we
And
had
that's when you met all them.
yeah, sick view, and I broke out a picture that I found of all you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that up there.
Yeah,
It
we had a nice view.
That was a
you know?
throwback.
That's a
it
great
was-
picture,
It
man.
was.
You might not even recognize
You
some
guys
of us.
were you guys were firing off college football,
Getting killed.
and I had a big smile on my face. I had just won in poker, and
Yeah,
you
these
know.
idiots who losing on the couch.
So we had this big day at Sparno's apartment, Sparno and Bellino's apartment. Huge day. We were just having a great time.
Was it your March Madness? That's what stuck in my head. I
No,
thought
it was
It was
football.
football.
was
I
definitely
actually had the
football?
hashtag college
Yeah.
football
Okay, so
day.
it was
I think it
football
was
on
one of the
Instagram.
first weeks of college football starting. Maybe how many years ago? Fucking
It was 2014.
2014.
years
So
ago.
that many years ago. So we were not good gamblers back then. We were betting every single game that day.
All the favorites, all overs.
We're on Tasty Treats.
Yeah.
Friggin' Bellino was just like, I remember us three and maybe Vinny
And Jay, the other guy.
And Lackner he came too.
Maybe David
but
met him?
he lived near your apartment there. He lived in the same building.
Yeah, he lived in the same
Yeah,
building,
yeah.
Lackner.
So,
Another Yonkers local
we're-
legend.
yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out Mike Lackner.
Mike Lackner.
My back doctor is the
Dr.
best.
Lackner. Dr. Lackner. So I actually live in Lackner's house now. One of his
Oh my
houses.
God,
Yeah,
that's fucking
he's your
terrifying.
landlord?
Yeah, he's my landlord. Yeah. So yeah. So I remember like Lackner and Bellino all just like they were just like laughing at us because we kept losing every bet. We're watching, we're dying, we thought we were gonna have the best day ever. We wound up losing every single bet. Of course, if we were system back then, we would have won every single bet.
Well, listen, that's part of the learning process.
Exactly.
You know, we all go through hell in gambling. I have my own horror stories, but the important thing is to power through,
gotta
learn
learn.
from mistakes, learn how to manage the money. That's number one, and psychology. That's what the system's about. That's what life's about. It's all about psychology. You know, listen, when I was a kid growing up, the neighborhood I grew up in, Midland Avenue, I was 9, 10 years old. There was a cafe around the corner from me, and none of these motherfuckers worked. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Everyone had a nice car. They had terrible, like, velour suits on. And I would think to myself, what do these guys do? Then you find out that, you know, they're the odds makers. They're the guys, you know, making these...
Taking the bets.
Taking the bets. And, you know, it's... they put these, what seems to be enticing lines in front of you to have you jump on it, and you get clobbered. So you guys figured out the... you know,
up in the air.
You said that earlier. You used the word bait. I
Yeah,
like
it's a
the
bait.
bait.
Yeah,
bait,
talk about
bait,
that.
to bait you in.
Yeah, it's a bait line,
Yeah.
you know, like anyone that watches sports, you know, a team, I think we're talking about it, the Giants, 5-1 Giants against
the Jags.
Jacksonville
That's-
coming up.
We're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Jacksonville should be getting a touchdown, even at home.
Yeah.
They're not. They're giving points, which makes the whole planet say, oh my God, I got to jump on the Giants.
Yes.
But if you believe in the system, if you believe in Vegas setting lines psychologically to jam it
Yeah.
to you,
Yeah.
then
Exactly.
you're going to go the opposite way and pick Jacksonville.
That's actually a big problem for me this week. We're going to Jacksonville. The Jags are -3. They should be underdogs, and we got to bet the freaking Jags. Meanwhile, we're going to be at the game hoping for the Giants. It sucks, but you know what? It is what it is.
And this is the first time that we actually give out one of our system picks.
Before-
Like the opening monologue of the show.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's such an obvious game, and it
Yeah.
sucks.
I'm glad that the Bellino's seen that. But
Yeah.
just to scoot back to the original thing about how we met him, and this was, I think, was the first time I ever like ventured into college football.
Yeah, you were
betting.
fresh out of Ireland.
Very fresh. These two sold it to me as the best day ever.
Yeah, they were the bait. They were the baiters that day.
We put on so many bets that day
We
that
did. It
one stage I looked, right? And I was like, the game's on. I'm like, who do I have? I looked at my bet list. I bet this team, and I also bet the team playing them. So I put a bet on the
Is that
team.
everything?
Yeah, bet
That's
two
about
teams
right.
betting
I
each
had no
other.
idea what you were doing.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
But
better not
that,
to
but that day, we had to go to Brazen. They were
Me
working
and
out-
Swana were both
oh my
working at
God.
the outside patio bar.
There you lost at least $5,000 each.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there not talking to each other. Not saying a word.
We're staring into space, not saying one word, and then the owner of Brazen, Declan, he comes over. He's like, "I never seen you guys like this. Are you okay?" We're like, "Yeah, we're fine."
And now, you know, to take this a step further, you know, most people, they lose in anything they're gambling on, and they're going to say, oh, I'm cursed. I'm the unluckiest motherfucker there is. I'm cursed. When in reality, you can look back, look at the mistakes you made, fix it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest, I'm not a big sports bettor. I really don't bet sports much. I follow it, but I don't bet it. But I did play poker full time for over a decade. From age 22 to 25, I turned 5,000 into a little under 400,000. By the time I was 29, I owed 40,000, 20,000 to the IRS and 20,000 to Amex. And believe me, there was a ton of times where I went, oh my God, I'm cursed, I'm a black cloud, whatever. What did I do in my past life? All this bullshit.
Yeah.
And I realized I just wasn't as fucking good as I thought I was. I was playing underfunded against people that had played far more many years than I had. And you know, when you take a step back and you
Take your ego out of it.
yeah,
You said
take
that-
your ego out of it, which my ego
That's
is
the huge-
fucking
yeah.
enormous.
That's the
you
huge
know,
thing.
it's
That's a big thing.
yeah,
Ego's
it's a
big.
huge thing. That's in, like, you know, as my money went down, I'm supposed to drop down in stakes, rebuild. Instead, I was like, all right, I'll just double the stakes and get it back.
Yeah.
And then you double or nothing, double or nothing,
Yeah.
double or nothing, and the next thing you know, you're. I went from eating, you know, Peter Luger's 3 days a week to, you know, eating the fucking 7-Eleven, you know, taquitos at 1 a.m, sobbing to myself.
You still eat those, do you?
I do still like them. They're fucking good, man. But yeah, knock on wood, learn from my mistakes. Started out rebuilding small, and for the last 7 years, I've grinded the second biggest game in the Borgata, pretty much on the East Coast, limit-wise, and knock on wood, you know,
Been doing good?
yeah, been
You're
doing all right.
You're still doing the poker?
Well, it's funny. Borgata just took comped rooms away from poker players, so right now I'm waiting for Yonkers Casino to get poker, which happens in January.
Oh, wow.
They will be getting a sports book also in January. So
Nice.
Jesus, breaking news.
So we'll come with you.
breaking news, licenses
Yeah.
are coming. And,
that's awesome.
You know,
We'll be
That's
there with
crazy.
you. We'll be
so
there
the
with you.
system will be able, for the local yokels around here,
Oh yeah.
go right to Yonkers, put these guys' picks in, and make yourself some money.
Are they extend it down there? I think if you open a poker room in Yonkers, it's
Oh,
gonna
wait, you're
be
saying there's gonna be poker in
bananas.
Yonkers?
Oh, no, it
Yeah.
goes full gaming in January.
Table games.
Yeah.
With
Everything.
I thought you were talking
Everything.
about Atlantic City for some
No,
reason.
no. Atlantic
Yonkers.
City's going to be a ghost town in the next 2 years.
Yeah,
man.
We'll be
Yeah.
hanging
Everyone
out.
from New York's
Maybe
gonna
we'll
go
do the
there.
maybe we'll do the podcast in the Yonkers
Yeah.
Casino.
Can you imagine? That would be great, actually.
That would be great.
When we're big. We're not going to Atlantic City. We're not going to Vegas. We're going to
Yeah,
Yonkers.
that's-
Yonkers
Yeah.
Casino, baby.
Real big.
We're never
MGM,
leaving. We're
yeah.
never leaving
Well,
this place.
Are you gonna? You're telling me is the way you say you go to Atlantic City like once a month? Is it? Or?
No, I was there. I've been there 90% of weekends for the
Oh
last
wow.
7-8 years. The only times I weren't there was if someone died or got married, pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. That was the only times I took off.
Do you think that it's going to become to the point where you'd now go to Yonkers now?
Oh,
Every-
yeah. Well, so, yeah.
Might not be good games there.
No, it's actually going to be through the roof at Yonkers. And I'll
Really?
explain why. The majority of Atlantic City gamblers come from New York, North Jersey. Like,
to be New York.
there's
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Philly.
So those people now aren't going to have to drive 2 hours.
Yeah.
They're not going to have to pay for a room anymore. You know, guys like me that literally had to drive 2 hours back and forth every weekend, pay for food, pay for room. Now I'm going to drive 5 minutes. You know, get to eat my mother's spaghetti on Sundays, and
There you go. And
you know,
let's
not
not
have
talk
to pay
about
for
let's not talk
anything.
about the gas prices.
Oh yeah, gas too. Yeah,
get this guy
tolls,
started.
all the horror, all the horror gets eliminated.
That's great. You know what the funny thing is? Actually, you're right beside.
I live
Yonkers.
right there.
Bike Lackner's.
I'm right on top. I can walk there.
Lackner's going to jack the rent.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
Airbnb this thing every weekend,
Listen,
man, he's going to make
my
a-
rent could be $10,000 a month for all I care with the system. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that, Lackner?
Don't say that too loud. Hopefully, Lackner's not
He doesn't watch
watching.
this. He got no time for this shit.
Fuck, that's
Oh god.
Oh, by the way, this guy. Can we talk about this guy?
Let's talk
Oh
about
my
it.
God, Vinny.
So, Vinny. You got some good stories about Vinny, huh?
Well, I know Vinny actually for a very long time. I was actually Vinny's track coach when he
That's
was
great.
when he was a kid.
So he could run?
Can he run?
He was able to run. You know.
Keyword was.
It was.
Was,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, it was a long time ago able to run.
Now he's squatting 315. You know. So.
Well, so yeah, me and my boy Duranzio, who were legitimate 500 plus pound squatters for years.
Okay.
He likes to text us these fake accomplishments that he does in the gym. We don't ask him for these numbers. We just get fucking random texts. I just squatted 315. And me and my boy literally will text each other and go, "You have no ass." How does a person that has no ass, whose back goes straight to his leg, how is he able to squat 315? It's impossible. It is not a real thing.
And what does he weigh?
like 150,
I don't know.
160.
I think he's put on some baby weight there, maybe 180.
Well,
No, there's no way he's 180. First of all, when I met him, up until probably because I'm 40 now, so Vinny's what, 30?
He's my age, 36.
30, yeah,
36. So up until Vinny was like 30, he could have been one of those kids that you sponsor for 70 cents a day, the real thin, you'll get a picture.
On the milk carton?
You'll get a picture in a folder showing what type of soup Vinny's eating for 70 cents a day. Like, that's how thin he was. But so yeah, but I love him. What's up, Vin? How's it going?
In that picture you sent, actually, yeah, Vinny's real skinny in it.
Oh,
He's
this
young.
the picture's good. Yeah, Vinny's in the picture. Vinny was there that day.
Yeah,
That's funny,
Infamous
man.
Vinny. Now people started getting maybe a picture of him in his face. Or
Yeah.
in
Wait, so
their
Vinny
heads.
was actually fast in track?
He was pretty fast. Well, he weighed 78 pounds as a
Yeah.
freshman. So, yeah, you're going to move.
I just remember
you know?
I was in his class.
Yeah.
I didn't do track, but whatever. I just remember
Shocker.
Nyake Charlie. Remember Nyake?
Nyake was a monster, man.
I remember
yeah.
Nyake.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
monster.
he was really good.
Was Cena in your class as well or no?
He's
Nah,
you're
he's
younger.
in between us.
But he's faster than Vinny, right?
Oh,
I would think so.
Way
Cena's
faster.
real fast.
He's still fast.
He's zooming.
Yeah.
He came to Brazen. He might have been some tasty treats, but he was zooming around the fucking bar like a maniac.
I seen him running up down the avenue.
I hear a
couple
lot
times too,
about
yeah.
tasty treats, man. You guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh, well, I guess it's time to bring some
yeah.
tasty treats out.
Treats out.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know, we always do tasty treats for our guests. We had a monster week this week, so honestly, we got Bellino on here. I'm Gasparino. He's Sparno. We got 3 Italians on the show. Seamus
man.
probably never seen any of this stuff.
Yeah, you never.
This
Never in
morning-
life.
I'm getting excited.
Listen,
I'm not going to lie.
I went down to Arthur Avenue. I bought
Oh,
some
boy.
good stuff, and I got my homemade supersada that I made
Ooh.
with my grandpa.
Oh, really?
Now we're talking.
Yes, me and my
Now
grandpa.
we're talking.
I make it twice a year with me and my
yeah.
grandpa and me and my boy
with
O'Leary.
the fresh mutts. I like it.
So this is the super sod. Oh, you gotta try it. It's homemade. I made
dude.
it. And then I brought the the eggplant. I got some olives, and this mozzarella is ridiculous.
Very nice.
So,
Very
oh,
nice.
we need some plates.
Give me some.
Shit.
Give me some. Give me some.
No,
Super,
Angelo, right there.
give me some Superman.
What's it called?
Superman food. Super Snana? Do you know what the stupid thing is? Fuck you, fucking scumbags. I grew up in Ireland.
yes.
I grew up in Europe. I'm friggin' closer
like
to Italy
pudding.
than Sparno has ever been.
Listen, I'm down with
Angelo,
pudding
fix
and
something
bangers and mash, right? That's
When are
another
we,
thing.
Bangers and mash, actually.
When are we
Bangers
bringing
and
out some
mash?
bangers and mash?
I used to run a card game in an Irish bar. They used to have bangers and mash all the time.
The next time we actually missed the skip with Dano. That time Dano was on, we should have fucking
That's my
potatoes,
homie. Awesome.
Yeah.
bangers,
Bangers and
beans.
mash.
This is nice. Little like gentlemen right now. I
Listen,
like this.
Gentlemen.
So let's dig in for a second here. We got it for Bellino. This is from Casa de Mozzarella. Casa della Mozzarella.
oh,
and
man,
Arthur
on Arthur
Avenue.
Ave,
It's
beautiful.
the best mozzarella that there is.
I just want your homemade
Here, Seamus, I'll give you
meat.
some.
Nah, I don't want that shit.
You don't want mozzarella?
All right, cool.
You kidding me?
Come on, Seamus. Have some mutts. Good for
This
you.
guy, Irish guy, has no idea how to eat.
It looks like chicken.
Sparno, relax.
Growing boy.
Holy shit.
By the way, when I lived with Sparno, I'm very impressed that Sparno's eating this right now. He literally, his diet
doesn't eat.
in our apartment was Gushers, fruit roll-ups, and Hostess cupcakes.
yeah.
You like. I would bring a girl, like, I would be dating someone. They'd go, oh, do you have kids? No, I got no kids. They open the cabinets and they go, whose child lives here? This is children's food. And I go, no, it's my roommate. He's like 28.
That's what I'm saying. You actually seen Sparno in his natural habitat.
Yeah.
What does he like to live with? Or,
Oh, man.
Listen, I love Sparno. He's a nice guy. I do like breaking his balls because he's such an easy target. But he would do strange things. He eats on the fucking floor, like the couch. He'd use the couch as a back,
like a table.
against his back, and
Oh, my God.
just weird positions. His legs would be like cockeyed, crossed, and I don't know. Just,
I've never.
Oh, the bread.
oh, you got your bread.
You said that. Yeah. You
How do we
said
forget the bread?
He's eating gushers and stuff. Like when we eat at Brazen Fox, like on our breaks, I've never seen him. We do a sampler platter, so it's all fried food, which is bad enough in himself.
Wait till you see this olive bread.
Sparno tosses all the stuff in that buffalo sauce. So you've got fried food with tossed in buffalo sauce.
It's good.
Buffalo mozzarella sticks are good. I'll give you that
All
one.
Sparno
The
does.
rest of it is
Oh
fucking insane.
man, Phil, you.
Gosh, listen.
Damn,
I'm not
bro.
joking, bro.
That is a tasty treat.
This
Very
olive bread
fancy.
is the best fucking
Yo,
bread ever.
Very fancy. This is good.
the best bread ever.
I'm supposed to go do legs after this, by the way.
Well, that's perfect.
Don't
luck
worry,
with that.
we got
Yeah.
you sorted in the back end of that
Perfect.
too.
I'll be snoring in 25 minutes.
So Bellino, you lived with Sparno for how long?
A year.
It was a year?
Yeah, just a
Alright.
year.
So you've seen Sparno and probably actually even spent more time with him than us because we just see him outside of like house. Can you answer this question for me? Like, how good has the system been that the system being me and Phil has turned one of the biggest losers to ever walk planet Earth into just a regular
it's
loser?
not even close. Listen, it's
biggest loser in the
literally
world, just a regular loser.
Listen, I like to talk in analogies from time to time. You literally took a paraplegic and made him Michael Jordan. That's what you did with Sparno.
Wow.
Stone cold zero into, someone
solid
who,
7?
You know what's funny?
someone who I'm proud of.
You know what's
Wow.
funny? I think Bellino now is a believer, and Jay also is not a believer until like this week. And now Jay joined the system. He's doing really well this week.
That's
He's
good.
been following the system.
Listen, Jay, we've been telling you for years.
I know.
It's a shame that you just came aboard today.
People helping people, man. It's,
Yeah, and people said to me all week because we had such a great week too, and that's when people start coming out. Because I think we have watchers, we have lurkers. You don't even let you know they're watching.
Yeah, like Chris Gazzola. Yeah, he watches it.
Because I hadn't seen him in like years.
My
Yeah,
God.
he came to Brazen on Sunday. He's like, hey, what do you guys got? I follow the system.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen this guy in 10 years.
I know. I love
That's
it.
awesome.
He hasn't
No, not
changed
10,
either.
like 5 years at least.
Yeah, I get a lot of messages on the Instagram. I mean, Goldie,
Goldie's a big fan.
I don't know. I actually have no idea who you are, Goldie, but I'm the one talking to you every day that you message us, and it's been fun. He takes all the bets. He's telling me, "Oh, what you got tonight? What you got tonight?" I'm like, "It's coming out. It's coming out." He's good. He takes every bet, and he actually crushed it last week. He had the
Do
parlay.
you know
and
who he is,
everything.
Sparno?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you do? All right.
Yeah.
Goldie
But-
wears those system clams.
Yeah. Donation.
Yeah. Anything else?
So
That's really it.
You're a moron.
Oh, shit.
Vegas? Talking Vegas?
Yeah, all right.
we had a plan, but
All right. So we gotta cut that out, I guess.
No, don't put it.
that's better for me.
I don't cut it. You gotta cut it
Better
out.
we leave it.
All right, Sparno,
Don't
go.
leave it. So when you went to Vegas, you play any pros out there?
Any good stories, I guess?
Yeah, Vegas is a crazy place, man. I mean, I've been out there, no less than 35 times probably in my life. World Series of Poker, I've gone most years for the past almost 20 years.
You entered?
Oh, yeah. Well, the World Series has like 60 events. I played the main event, which is what you watch on television twice. That's a $10,000 buy-in. I played that a couple of times.
What was the best you've done in that?
Oh, 0.
yeah?
A stone cold 0.
Okay. You got to be patient.
I have a thing where, like, I was the kid that after I had lunch, whatever class next I was passed out in. Like, I'm one of those food coma people. So we go on dinner breaks and tournaments, and
You come back, you're dead.
I'm famous for like just coming back and just incinerating fucking chips because I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, you'd rather just be out of there.
So yeah, tournaments, even though I've won a couple decent ones, aren't really my thing. I grind cash games for most years. But yeah, Vegas got crazy stuff, man. There was one time, Sparno knows me, friends of ours, we played Knock Gin Rummy,
it's a great
former
game.
Gin Rummy, great game.
No idea what it is.
What is knock gin? Explain that.
You get 10 cards, you play heads up against somebody, and you have to make what they call melds. So like 3, 4, 5, 6 of one suit, or 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, and put those cards into 10 cards.
Okay.
And it's just a heads-up game.
It's a heads-up game. You can play at teams, but most of the time it's heads up. Shout out to my boy Jay, my best team gin partner, by the way.
Nice.
We made a lot of cheese over the years. And yeah, so this guy was talking about how good he was in gin. He was like one of these shit kickers from like, one of the, I don't know, some state where they wear big hats and stuff like that. And he's talking about gin. I said, I play gin. And he's like, we can't play in the casino, and I don't want to, go to your room and play. I might get cheated. I said, all right, so I'll find a place to fucking play gin, man. Relax. And
Keep doing the accent, please.
and me and him are walking, and I see a TGI Fridays in the casino. And I said, we'll play over there. Hell, and TGI Fridays? I said, yeah, man. So I walked up to the hostess, and I think we gave her 100 each. And I said, listen, we're going to take that table back there. Make sure no one bothers us, please. And, maybe bring out a sampler, some sizzling fajitas, maybe. And we played 1,000 a game gin in the back of TGI Fridays.
Wow.
His best friend was playing a guy I knew from Atlantic City in backgammon. And another crazy part of the story was there's a guy, Ted Forrest. If you know anything about poker, the guy's like Michael Jordan in poker. Won probably 40, 50 million in his life. World championships that you can't even count anymore.
Wow, that's awesome.
He was playing a monster game in the Bellagio where you can easily win or lose $1 million in a session. And his friend was playing this guy's friend in backgammon. And the guy says to me, he goes, do me a favor, take a cab over to Bellagio, see Ted Forrest. He's got something for you.
Is this after the gin game?
This is before. We were setting it up to, we needed the right amount of money to bring, and, because we have to, cash has to be there because we're not in a casino. We're playing at TGI Fridays. So we go to Bellagio, and I literally walk in. Now, it's a glass enclosed, encased room that you can't really just walk in, but I creep in and I poke my head and I go, Ted, and by the way, you're watching all the people that you see on television, multimillionaires. They're in
like,
this room
wow.
playing.
That's cool.
And he looks and goes, "Are you Anthony?" And I go, "Yeah." And he doesn't even look at me because he's in the middle of a hand and hands me a clear plastic bag and goes, "This is for you. Tell Dave good luck." And I go, "Okay." And I take the bag and I look, and there's 3 20K bricks in it and another 40,000 in chips. And I have to now take this bag that you could see right through the casino into a cab and get to the TGI Fridays. So I'm like, like this. And yeah, that went on in TGI Fridays for about 6-7 hours.
Wow.
Until,
How'd you do?
I won small. The guy actually was good. Listen, being from New York and
not gonna
having
tell
a
them what
slightly large ego, I like to think these Southerners aren't as sharp as people like we are.
Yeah.
So he was good. I was surprised, but he lost a little bit. Lost the ham sandwich, as we call it.
Ham sandwich.
Lost the ham sandwich. And my boy was playing 1,000 a point backgammon, which is astronomical.
That's insane.
Insane stakes.
I know that
how
game.
much can you win or lose in 1,000 a point backgammon game?
You can lose fucking 20, 30 grand very easy.
Exactly.
Or win
Really?
20,
That
yeah.
quick?
Yeah, and they ended up breaking dead even. That's how good both of these guys
Yeah.
were.
Really?
So someone could have easily won or lost, like Sparno said, 20, 30, 40,000. It was a break-even game. But yeah, that's probably my strangest story of gambling in a TGI Fridays
That's awesome.
inside of a casino.
So you're there for 6 hours in the TGI Friday.
In the TGI Fridays, yeah.
The good thing about that, why you said his name was Ted.
Yeah.
I like that you looked in and Ted's like, so he doesn't even know you. He looks at you, he's like, "You're Anthony," or yeah, and he looks you up and down, just hands you a bag.
Yeah.
I can imagine him. It's like Sparno going in. He's like, "Are you Mike?" And he looks you up and he's like, "Forget about it."
Yeah, I don't know if he'd be as... Sparno's a little shady looking. I don't know. I like to think I'm an upstanding looking...
But you also, I would give you, if I had 100 grand, I'd give you 100 grand to like walk from here to there. I couldn't fucking talk about
you.
money. Oh,
Damn.
fuck.
Well, 100 grand's not the same. He's playing fucking.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy
Still to
stakes.
fucking make someone take 100
Yeah,
grand
that's
from
true.
here to there.
Yeah, that's true.
And a clear bag, too. That's great.
That's great. The clear bag.
Stone, like literally a CVS bag.
Where do you even get the clear bag from?
Yeah. No.
That's great. All right.
All right, so I think it's time for
Pick time?
The picks and a little dessert, maybe.
All right.
What
Well,
dessert?
We never really do this.
Are we
but-
doing this every week? Can I be here every week for the dessert and hot super sod, please?
All right, we get the picks first.
All right, so we're going to do the picks because... 4. It's always 4.
Okay.
All right, so Bellino, as I said, you're a big Vegas guy, big AC guy.
Wait, let's go with our oh, where is it? What the hell? Sparno.
Is that my fault?
That is your fault. You're the one who did
It's
it.
usually Sparno's
is-
fault. Nice. There we go.
All right, so these are the picks from the guest picks and their records.
Yeah, EJ went 2-2 last week.
EJ went 2-2. 3-1's the best, and 1-3 is the worst. So, Bellino.
Come on, man. You've been at Vegas. You should have the inside scoop in these lines.
And you know the system.
Yeah.
I do know the system now.
let's go.
Absolutely.
See what you got.
So as I say, we'll start off with the team that's, I guess, closest to AC or in Jersey. We've got Indiana. They're playing Rutgers on Saturday. Rutgers are the 3-point favorites. So you think Rutgers are going to cover a 3-point spread or Indiana's going to win?
I mean, it's at home in.
Rutgers are at home. It's a, yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go Indiana.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going Indiana.
I think they both actually have the same record. So that one's
Indiana's unranked still?
yeah.
They were ranked at one point. No, they were never ranked.
No, yeah,
They were
they're both
never
unranked.
ranked.
I think they're
Oh,
both like.
In honor of the guy that was better at gin, the Southern guy, we'll
Yeah.
go.
Indiana.
We'll use the country folks.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
country, the Midwesters.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so then we'll scoot across to the West Coast, and I'll take my 3 games from the state of Nevada. So the first team is UNLV. That stands for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Okay.
And they're playing well-known system killer Notre Dame.
Wow.
Notre Dame are minus 25.
I cringe taking spreads that big. I really do.
So do we.
Yeah.
But you know what? Listen, there's one Irish guy here today. It's my boy. I'm gonna go Fighting Irish, man.
All right.
Notre
Yeah,
Dame.
I like that.
You know
Notre
what?
Dame with the points.
That could be the thing.
Just because he said that, if that happens, we'll take them off the system killer board for 1 week.
For 1 week.
Yeah,
For 1
maybe
week
we'll
only.
think about it. I appreciate that. Second one then is San Diego State, and they're playing Nevada. So San Diego State are minus 7 points.
I'm going to take San Diego State. I lived in LA for a year. I love San Diego. Nice
San Diego,
weather.
it's a fucking
great
ni-
spot.
it's a nice town.
Great spot.
And then finally into the NFL. Well, Andrew, I thought he was going to take some tasty treats, but forget about it.
No, he is.
He is?
Yeah, he's on the way.
Oh, man.
Well, we may as well get this out of the road then. So the final one is the Houston Texans, and they're playing the Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders are -7. And it's
I
in
mean, they've been a disappointment and a half this
in
year.
V-Town. Maybe snacking this.
Come on. I can't think with
Maybe a little
cannolis in
snack
front
in
of my
that.
face, bro.
I
This is
actually got
brutal.
another. You got the other one? I got another treat too.
There you go.
Nice.
Leg day, leg day.
It's leg day.
Leg day is coming. This is not.
That's awesome. Some
this
muscle
is-
milk?
Yeah.
milk
Maybe
and-
we can get sponsored.
milk
Hey,
and
Muscle
cookies?
Milk. If you're watching this, throw us some money, man.
Shane's got vanilla.
I got vanilla.
You
I
like
it.
chocolate?
No, I like vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla. Vanilla's
You
good
know,
with me.
Muscle Milk. I use you guys post workout.
Yeah, Angela, take
You're
one.
doing a pre-workout today.
Send us the cheese.
So Sparno told me that Bellino's a huge cannoli guy.
Yeah,
so
I am.
I went down. I got this at Madonna, the bread place.
Oh,
I got these there.
Thank you,
And,
sir. Much appreciated. This is a Hall of Fame show right here. Let me tell you. If this isn't the most watched show you guys have, I'm going to be surprised.
Bellino, before
We can
you
get the Food
Bellino,
Network sponsoring us, fucking supplement
Bellino,
companies.
before you stuff your gob, can you just at least answer the question?
What was the last game? I'm sorry. I stopped paying attention when the fucking cannoli cream came out.
-7 Las Vegas Raiders against Texans in Vegas. Will they cover
You
the
know
7?
what? Raiders are due, man. I'm going to go Raiders. They're due.
Raiders do.
They're due.
That's the 4 picks. When the fucking cannoli cheers it
Hey,
up.
solid,
Bellino,
guys.
fucking
Good
excellent
times,
work,
good
brother.
times. Solid.
Good
Cheers.
times.
Thanks for
Hey, to
Fucking-
winning some cheese this
We
week.
said 4 winners.
Ooh, this is one of the best cannolis I've ever had.
Oh.
Cannoli real quick.
Oh, my God.
All right, Bellino was great. Thank you, Bellino,
Yeah,
again.
Bellino, we love you, man.
Awesome for the podcast.
Some good stories, man.
He's a great card player. It was great. Awesome. Good stories.
He really is a good card player. Like, I played with him before. He's actually really good.
And Sparno's a pretty good card player,
Yeah,
too.
I actually meant to ask him. I wanted to see what he actually thinks he is a card player.
He definitely suck.
Bellino, did he suck?
What's Sparno like at poker?
Listen, he might have evolved. I can assure you that when I played with him, I was a very happy man.
I don't even, with his voice, I don't even know why we give him a microphone. It's just like booms across the room.
He didn't need one. It was off. The microphone was off.
Was there for show. What is, get into our picks, basically? Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we'll get into our second favorite part of the show, our
second
picks
favorite.
for this week.
All right, I guess I'll start
And
it
we're
off.
feeling pretty good. We like them.
I
So
think I'm going to go 3-0 again this week, guys.
Sparno went 3-0 last week, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. And when that happens, you know it's going to be a good week.
Yeah.
And it might happen again. So
Yep.
let's go.
I agree. I have
What do you got?
Navy +3 versus Houston. Houston's coming off a huge comeback win against Memphis, and they also come off a bye week. Mm-hmm. They're well rested. Everyone's in like Houston. Navy's not that great, but again, 3 points. Navy, they beat no one good. Mm-hmm. The only team they beat were underdogs. They're shitty teams. So
They do like that run pass option or whatever. There's like
I
every
think
single,
maybe
every single play. That's what they
Houston's a
run.
much better team than them.
Houston should get all more points than that.
Yeah, it
course.
should be like -7.
Yeah. So that 3 kind of makes me like Navy a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Good
make
pick.
All right, so now I'm 1-0.
Sparno's
Him
becoming
saying
us.
that's funny, and I can't even insult him. He might be want to know.
I'm definitely 1-0. And then again, this is a Phil special. SMU +3 versus Cincinnati, who's a ranked team. They're ranked 21 at 5-1. SMU's 3-3, not ranked. This is gonna Cincinnati's in a 5-game winning streak too, and only -3. Mm-hmm. So I mean, SMU is the obvious pick here. Very system.
Yeah,
And
it
another
is.
Phil special. Now I'm 2-0.
I'll laugh every time you do that.
I know.
And then this one is my pick of the week.
It's NFL.
Oh, I hate it so much,
I hate
man,
it,
but I love
it.
it. It really might be
We're
the
going
pick
to
of
the
the week.
game. Jacksonville.
Oh shit.
It really might
Jacksonville
be.
versus the Giants. And Bellino said it earlier too. How the line is only -3. Jacksonville's -3. They should be getting.
Giants should be -6 in this game.
Yeah.
Easily, they're what are they 5-1?
5-1.
5-1.
Jags are like what?
Jags
What are the
3 and
Jags?
3, if that?
3 and 3, maybe.
3-3, I think.
I think
3
they are.
and 3.
And they
medium
lost
record.
like 3 in a row.
They
and
lost
just
the last
suck.
3.
Just lost to the Colts.
They
My
suck.
replacement pick.
And the Giants are beating
they
everyone.
suck.
They beat the Packers. They beat the Ravens. They look so good.
But I'll tell you why. Also, whenever I go to a game, my team always loses. Every single time. Like anytime I go to a Giants game or Yankee game, they fucking lose.
Oh, the Giants your team?
Yeah, I mean, for football.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Giants game in Jacksonville. Us 3 are going to be betting the Jags. So it's a win-win for us. If the Giants win,
Yeah, but
we're happy.
I would. The old me always had the Giants. I've had Giants in the over.
Yeah, I
every
just
possible.
look. Spoiler alert! I might bet the Giants just because I'm there. I can't go to that game and
I'm going to bet the
fucking-
Jags, man.
You are?
bet the
Yeah, I'm
Jags,
going to bet the
100%.
Jags. It's so system, bro.
I know, man. I'm going to be drinking.
I might
of
get a
course.
Jacksonville jersey.
I got my Eli
put a
I
Manning.
got a Jaguars jersey. When I go
Oh,
down
yeah?
there.
Trevor Lawrence?
I have so much money from last week. I might just get the nicest jersey down there.
Buy us all a Jacksonville jersey.
I'll talk about this for a second. I have an Antrell Roll jersey, and it's an undefeated jersey. I've had it since 2011. When I put it on in 2011, the Giants did not lose a game, won the Super Bowl. After
did
that, I only wore it sparingly. I wore it like maybe 3 more times, and they won every game. So I was gonna wear. Actually, one time, my sister was going to the fucking Giants game with her boyfriend, and he picks the fucking Antrell Roll jersey out of the closet, puts it on, took a picture, sent it to me. They're at the game. I said, "That's not the fucking Antrell Roll jersey. He's undefeated. What's he wearing this fucking jersey for?" Giants won.
Wow.
I said, "You're lucky they fucking won. I would have been
You
pissed.
kicked his ass?
I would have killed him." So what happened was, I said I'm going to wear this Antrell Roll jersey to this game before I saw the line of the game. I cannot wear the jersey to this game because I think the Giants are going to lose.
They're definitely going to lose.
So I'm not going to wear. I'll be wearing my Eli Manning jersey, and that's it.
He's a big winner.
And just hope that the Giants are system killers. We're going to hope that the Giants are system killers. That's it.
Yeah. Like I said, look,
I'd rather win money than being system killed. I'll tell you that. I'd rather than
so
lose.
don't no bat it or bat a little bit on the Giants. That's what I'm going to do, just for fun, because I'm supporting them. We said this anyway. Every time you go to a game, you like to put a little bit of money on it.
Yeah.
I know it's completely anti-system, but I'm on fucking vacation. Give me a break.
I mean, look, if we're up huge going into Sunday, maybe I'll bet the Giants.
I'll talk to them.
If I need a win, I'm taking the Jags.
yeah. Look, whatever I talk you into, Smart's going to follow. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
That's not true. But
All right, so Sparno, you're 3-0.
3-0 now.
All right.
Will I go then, or yeah, I guess.
Go ahead.
I got to turn this 1 and 2.
Sparno should have been last year.
I know. He's always excited.
I get too excited.
All right, so I'll start off college because the first game is Syracuse. It's the number ranked 14 ranked Syracuse are playing Clemson Tigers, and they're 5. Clemson are minus 13.5. So I'm going to take the Clemson Tigers. It's a big spread. They just beat FSU, the unranked FSU, barely got by them. We talked about it earlier. That game could have went either way. Really wish FSU had it covered because then I really would have hammered
Yeah.
Clemson. But still, Syracuse, they beat the 15th ranked NC State last week, 24-9. NC State were playing pretty good. So, and then Sparno's best friend and system lover, Pat Moran. Hi, Pat. He's a big Syracuse fan. But I'm sorry, I think we're going to have to go against you this week. People are just going to look at that and say it's too many
Too many points. Everyone's going to take
Yeah.
Syracuse.
Yeah,
And they've been playing really good, too.
I know. So I think this is where Clemson will probably win that game by 17 points. So Clemson minus 13.5 is the first one.
Wow, we're not going to be able to bet FanDuel in Florida.
No.
Holy shit. I might
yeah.
have to place my picks early.
You
That's
gotta-
tough.
Well, I have other outlets too.
They have other outs.
Yeah, no, I have that, but I mean,
Me and Sparno have another other out, so we could help you out maybe.
oh, maybe I'll get on
You
that.
can always bet it.
Can I get on that?
Yeah, of course.
No,
Yeah, fair enough.
Cool.
Okay, so ignore that. We're going to be back.
We're getting better than it.
Second game on Saturday then for college is a UCLA. They're the number 9 ranked team, and they're playing the number 10 ranked Oregon Ducks. Oregon Ducks are minus 6. So this is right off the bat. If you listen to what I'm saying, it's a Phil special. The lower ranked team are favorites. They're playing UCLA, who are 6-0. Oregon Ducks are 5-1. And UCLA just last week came off beating Utah. Utah are 11th ranked in the country. People were talking big about Utah. Oregon, they've only played one good team all year. It was Georgia. They lost 48-3. Every other team they beat is on the West Coast. No one really cares. So I'd say the only thing that scares me a little bit is, unfortunately, after last week, since my boys USC lost, they're not going to make there's no chance they make the
Yeah,
Final
not
Four.
making it
The strength of schedule is too weak.
Yeah.
So UCLA is literally the Pac-12's only chance of making the Final Four because their schedule sucks over there. But still, I believe in the system, and the Oregon Ducks minus 6, Philly special.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
like
bet.
that a lot.
I'll take that to the bank. And then Sunday, I'll say this now, but we're at the game. I probably won't be paying attention. Might be one of those ones I just cash in my head. It's the Broncos versus the Jets. The Broncos are at home, and they're minus 1.5. So the Jets are 4-2. They just beat up Green Bay. They are better than I thought they are. The fucking Jets. Jets will always do Jet things. The Broncos are 2-4. They just lost the Chargers on Monday Night Football, a standalone game. We won. And the Broncos are only 1.5 point favorites. It's begging you to take the Jets. They're getting too much love. Zach Wilson, he's overrated in my opinion. Good at banging moms. That's about the only
That's
thing
about
he
it.
is. Yeah, right.
He's really good at that, I think.
No, the best. I'm fucking glad my mom's in Ireland. That's for sure.
Until they have a game in Ireland. The Jets play in Ireland.
Oh, the London
Shit.
game even. My mom was actually born in London too. But as I said, Broncos minus 1.5. So system. And that'll get me back on the plus side of my picks.
The Broncos fucking
like that.
suck, man. Like,
I
what
know
is
they
Russell
do.
Wilson? We got to talk about Russell Wilson every show. He's another fucking. We won it on Monday, but still, I mean, come on, he sucked. They should have won that game.
He can't.
Oh
he
my
can't,
God.
He can't throw a guy who's wide open.
He sucks.
What's up with this guy?
Like, I would love it if he came out and said he was injured or something.
We should get Russell Wilson on
but
the
he just
show.
doesn't
He's
give a
not
flying
famous
fuck.
anymore. He should come on the show.
What the hell's going on with you?
He's fucking Baker Mayfield 3.0. Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield, and Russell Wilson are the same person.
Yeah.
In my
I
opinion.
think Cooper Rush should be in that group too.
Oh, yeah?
It's another scumbag.
I mean, save it for Via Desparno, but go on ahead, Phil.
All right, so
Take us home.
2-1 last week. I mean, it's not the usual 3-0, but we'll take it. My first game, LSU minus 1.5 against Ole Miss, ranked number 7. LSU's unranked. Ole Miss is 7-0. LSU's 5-2. All right. Ole Miss has beat everyone, looking good. They should be at least minus 3 in this game, I believe.
They're a good team, actually.
Yeah.
They're real good.
LSU looks good too, but they're they're unranked. They're 4-2. They haven't really won against anyone great. So I feel like the regular bettor is going to take Ole Miss in this game plus 1.5, ranked 7.
Ranked
At
7.
home.
I mean, that's a Phil special.
That's a
Wanna
big
know?
Phil special.
Boom. Second game, it's a night game on Saturday. We got K-State, Kansas State. They're plus 3.5. They're ranked number 17 against TCU, ranked 8 in the nation. So TCU's 6-0. K-State's 5-1. All right. TCU's on fire. The last 3 games, they beat ranked teams: Oklahoma State, Kansas, Oklahoma.
Is that the Horny Frogs?
Yeah, TCU. They're just killing it. They went to overtime last week. We almost covered that spread, but didn't.
I know.
Yeah. That would have been humongous because we
Yeah,
had
it
parlays with that,
Yeah.
which is a pain in the ass.
It was
but
still a humongous week. It could have been huge.
good thing TCU won because now we can bet K-State.
We double down.
Okay. So K-State's looking good too. They beat Oklahoma as well. But they lost to Tulane, which is like a really shitty loss. Everyone's going to see that and probably bet TCU in this game because of it. So we got K-State plus 3.5. 2-0. This shit away from me.
Fuck you, scumbag.
And once again, Mr. Monday Night. Mr. Monday Night.
Beating a dead horse to the ground.
I haven't lost a Monday night game and not going to lose one this time. So we got the Pats. They're 3-3 against the Bears, who suck. I didn't even write their record down. They suck so bad. So they're plus 7.5, the Bears. So we're going to take the Bears there. It's Monday Night Football. I'm going to give you the parlay too.
Right now?
I'm not going to be able to do it because we're going to be in friggin' Jacksonville.
Okay, do it.
Maybe I'll have to do it before we leave.
We got our ways. You can do it.
Yeah, we have our ways.
Oh, okay. We have ways? Okay. So the Pats look good. Mac Jones is coming back for the Pats this week. That's a big
Yeah.
sign.
Number
big.
one.
Big sign to take the Bears there. So they won 2 in a row. They barely lost to the Ravens and Packers, the Patriots. Pats look good. The Bears suck. They lost 3 in a row. They lost to the Giants, Vikings, and the Commanders.
The Commanders.
Commanders.
Well-known
Those are the
system
Commanders.
killers.
If you lose to the Commanders, no one's going to
You
bet
just
you
give up.
except us 3. So
Yeah.
we're taking the Bears plus 7, take it to the bank, 3-0. That's 9-0 in the show. We're going 9-0.
This is a 9-0
this
show.
week. This is it.
Did you actually understand that maybe the reason why the Commanders won last week is because Carson Wentz watched the podcast last week and
He got
kinda-
scared.
He got afraid.
Carson Wentz got very
was
scared
very
that I was
afraid.
going to kill him. And they won the game. So
He's
listen.
I think he actually took a hammer and like hit his own hand. Now he's out
Yeah.
for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, he's like, that's it. I can't win another game.
I can't take this pressure anymore. I got one
Yeah.
for you guys. That's it.
So I actually didn't look at that line, but
Who's their backup quarterback?
Taylor Heineke.
Oh,
So he sucks.
he's good.
Nah, man, he
All right,
sucks.
we'll
It
take-
sucks.
But I'm
maybe
saying
we'll
is-
bet the Commanders because of that.
I haven't looked at the line, but that's
Yeah.
definitely on my
No,
radar.
they're playing the Packers. That's a hard bet because
the
the Packers just lost to
Packers,
the
yeah.
freaking
Packers
Jets
are-
and Giants.
Yeah,
Due to
people
come
think
back.
I think the Packers suck.
Yeah,
I think so too.
that's a no bet that game.
They have no receivers.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody you know.
So that's it. That's our picks in the show. We got our one final favorite segment.
Yeah.
Fade the Sparno.
I'd love Bellino. You know the words of this song or no?
He's stuffing with his face with olive bread.
You
over
can
there.
just hum along to it if you want. But here we go then.
Time to fade the Sparno. Everyone fade the Sparno. Hey, look, there's Mike Sparno. Give us some loser today. Hey.
Well, I got one win last week, by the way.
Oh, about time.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
so the 9-0 Phil and the 9-0 Sparno
Tied.
actually tied. We
Yeah.
both went 9-1.
I won the first one.
and then went
Yeah.
11-1.
I should have lost.
He won this one. We had an argument last week. Sparno claimed this game was going to go over 100. I told him I'd walk off the show if it did. It barely covered the over. It hit the over with 16 seconds
I know.
left. I thought it, yeah, because I think early in that
It's-
game,
so
the
like-
second quarter was like 10-7.
Yeah.
It was real low.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
even
a
know how
low-scoring
it could
game.
fucking
I don't know
over.
what
9
happened there.
points in the second half.
Yeah.
But just to, I suppose, keep the both records the same. It's a good record to have. I mean, otherwise you'd be 12-0 fading the
I know,
Sparno.
I'm 1-11
When would
now.
it stop?
1-11 is still pretty good.
I mean, it's great.
At least you're turning it around.
but
You got
I
three
think-
picks for
I
us?
think I'm gonna win these 3 today.
All right.
All right.
What are
First
they?
one is Ohio State minus 29.
Golden words.
Who's Ohio State playing?
They're playing Iowa.
All right.
Ohio State's ranked number 2. They've been killing everybody. They beat Michigan State 49-20, Rutgers 49-10, Wisconsin 52-21, Toledo 77-21.
Tornado?
They're
Who are
killing
they
everybody.
playing?
They're playing
Tornado.
Iowa.
And we
Iowa.
hit Iowa. We hit both Iowas. Iowa and Iowa
Iowa
State.
just lost to Illinois 9-6.
Yeah,
last
they-
week. They can't even score. And this team is scoring 52, 77 points a game.
Yeah, I mean, come
They're
on.
gonna blow them out. Ohio State, very easy win there.
All right.
All right, that's that one.
Okay.
Now I'm 1-0.
He's getting cocky now.
A cocky Sparno is either going to be really good
All
for
right.
the show or really, really bad.
I got the Falcons versus the Bengals. I know Bengals is your team, Seamus, but
You're going against me?
going against them.
Oh.
They're +6. They're both 3-3.
Thank you for this, by the way.
They're both 3-3. The Falcons
Yeah, the Bengals.
just beat the 49ers 28-14. And even the games they lost by very little. They lost to the Saints by 1, the Rams by 4, and the Bucks by 6.
That's a good team.
So they're staying in the game, even the ones they lost.
Yeah, they're not a bad team.
And again, 6 points. I think that's a.
I like these Falcons.
Like just in general? Or
Yeah.
yeah, me too.
I like them.
Because they're not, who they have? They've like the guy Drake London and
Cordero
Pitts.
Patterson.
And listen,
He's injured, I think.
the Bengals might win the game, but it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a 3-point game. Maybe the Bengals win by a field goal. You're special.
I don't know, man. As you were saying that, it was like the fucking Falcons just beat the 49ers last week by, was it 14 points? You said
Yeah.
20.
I mean,
It's like
system-wise,
Falcons-
it's
yeah.
Bengals, but
Of course it is. Once you said that, that's it. But
And now I'm back on the
that's why I
Cowboys
faded this morning.
for the last one.
Cowboys?
-7. They're getting rid of that scumbag Cooper Rush.
Dak's back, right?
Dak is
Dak's
back.
back. He's back,
playing
baby.
at home against a terrible Lion team. They're horrible.
Who is it? Lions?
Lions.
Dak being back, folks, is a great way to go opposite
Yes.
of the Cowboys.
Dak, even though that Dak is back,
That's their
Yes.
main reason, system-wise.
Everyone
I don't
sees
know.
Dak back. They think,
the
no,
Lions are terrible.
that's what I'm saying. They had to only beat Lions by 7 points.
All right, well, you know what? You know what I gotta tell you. Good luck.
So wait, just to confirm, you're taking the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
You're
Yeah, the
Cowboys
sold
minus
on
7.
Dak back.
Yes.
All right.
And thank God Cooper Rush is gonna be on the bench and never come off it ever again. So
Dak's gonna get hurt in the first play.
Yeah. Do you think Cooper Rush will ever play in the NFL again?
probably not.
He might have just won himself a job.
No, I
On some
doubt it.
team.
I doubt it.
Maybe the Commanders.
No, they were. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. There's a couple of teams who suck anyway, but I think they were so run heavy that he might not even try that many passes. Like it was just Zeke and Pollard. Pollard's good.
Yeah.
He played all right. They were saying he's fucking he might take Dak's job last week before they got beat by the
Yeah.
Eagles, which we had.
Yep. I like the Lions. Just have a lot of fantasy players too. So thank you very much, Mike Sparno. You might
right.
go 1 and 2. The first one, I
Ohio
just-
State could be the winner
yeah.
for him, but I'm not going to say it anymore because you know what? Just by Sparno taking it, it just curses
The
the whole
last time
thing.
you said that, it lost.
I know.
So
I know. I'm not
yes,
going to say
so
anything
that's-
here.
Take
I'm
those
just
to
going to go
the
with the
bank.
fade to Sparno blindly.
Yeah, so
That's
the
it.
just the 3 fades. The recap is going to be Iowa plus 27, the Bengals -6,
The Bengals.
and then the Detroit Lions at +7.
There you go.
So that's the 3 fade. The Sparnos.
Yep.
Chris
So
Gizza,
you got
parlay
12
it up.
picks there to take to the bank, and I believe right now you should be taking all of our picks.
Yep. And now the
Every single thing that comes, take them.
the boys are. Oh, we'd actually give it. Phil's actually. The boys are now ready for me and Sparno are ready for Jacksonville, but Phil has got his duties on the
I
other
got one more important day ahead of me before Jacksonville.
big
So,
system crossover.
yeah, tomorrow I'm going on Dano's show, Naked and Afraid. No,
Naked and
Naked and
Famous.
Famous. I keep doing that.
I said too.
So the Naked and Famous podcast, I'll be on it tomorrow morning. I mean, I don't know when that show comes out. When does that show come out?
Sundays usually. Mondays.
Comes out on Monday. So yeah, I'll be on it tomorrow, but it's going to come out on Monday. So you're going to be able to see this show and watch the other show. It's going to be about my career in the business, the restaurant business. I'm gonna give a couple other things too. But
Very interested to see how he does without the boys, Sparno.
yeah, it's
Yeah. What are you
I
gonna-
mean,
what are you
do
gonna wear?
you want us to sit on either side of you?
What are you
Just to
gonna
really
wear?
give
They're
you some
wearing
confidence?
suits on that show. I told Dan, I was like, you know, I'm not wearing a suit, right? I'm like, if I have to wear a suit, I'm gonna go rent a tuxedo, and that's it. So he told me just wear what you like to wear. So I'll be coming like this. I might have the same shirt on by tomorrow. Who knows?
Makes sense.
That'd be great.
Everyone who knows me knows that I'm the least dressed individual on the planet, and I have the same shirts for 20 years.
Yeah. You wear the yellow SpongeBob one. You know,
Yeah, SpongeBob one's
you know it's my
good.
favorite. And that's episode 9 in the books
Episode
for another
9.
week. System.
Oh,
System.
Listen, I mean, guys out there, if you've been following, thank you. I mean, thank you to yourself. You should pat yourself on the back for following us. You're having a great year so far. It's going to be even better now. Right now is a sweet spot. You got to get on all the picks. For the next 4 weeks, we're going to be hot.
Really hot.
I'm calling it. We might have one bad week in between, but we're going to be hot. All right, so stay with us. Bet big, bet good, bet straight.
Follow us on YouTube. That's where you got to see how big our Bellino is in Sparno, just
Yeah,
for one thing.
Beautiful to watch that.
Yeah, you can't appreciate it on SoundCloud or Apple Tunes.
So you get So yeah, watch us on YouTube, listen to us on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
yeah.
Also, as I said, listen, we're having good weeks now. It's time.
This is the time.
Click that link in our bio on Instagram. Donate some money. We need it. We're poor.
Yeah, we're not really. We're gonna have the greatest weekend in Jacksonville. I can't wait for next week's show just to tell you how good what Jacksonville was. I'm fucking amped.
We're gonna have a great time.
gonna be a
Thanks
great
for
time.
watching. Stay hot.
Thank you.
Let's go.
System.
System.